Hey guys, Working Man Reads here. Thanks for stopping by. I want to thank all my subscribers for being around and commenting and always being so supportive. I appreciate you guys. Let me know if there's anything you want to see on the channel, if there's any videos that you like watching a lot. I'd love to make some different videos. I'm thinking I'm going to do a bookshelf tour soon because I finally got them up. And I figured it'd be fun to film that. It'll probably be a long one. I might even have to break it up into 2 videos. But today I'm here for my Jane Austen July wrap-up and also my reading wrap-up for the month of July. It wasn't a super busy one for me reading-wise, but it was a busy month for me at work. And I also fell into a slight reading slump for about a week and didn't read much. But I did read in order. I read Meg. There is a review on my channel for this one, and it was a lot of fun. It was the perfect summer read. I took a trip early in July, and I pretty much read it during that trip. And I went out and got the trench, so super excited about that. It's a fun thriller where a giant-ass shark, the megalodon, searches and starts killing some people, what can you go wrong there? Next is Sion Das's short story collection, Buried with the Night. And Sion's a great guy. If you haven't checked out his work, please do. There's also a review for this on my channel. I had so many thoughts about this. It was hard to even put it into words, but I really enjoyed him. And I even talked to Sion after my review. And he put so much thought and effort into his writing. And the final story in this, really he knocked it out of the park with his prose and the effort that he put into it. Thank you, Sion, again for sending that to me for review. Next, I finished with my buddy Reed, with Danny over at Spenilli Speaks. We read Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Now, I'm conflicted. I'm probably going to do a review on this, but I don't know if I'm the right reviewer for this book. So, and that's okay sometimes to say that. I enjoyed it, but it's a classic. It's written like a classic, and it's also romance. But I really wanted to see Jane Austen's writing style, and basically I left being impressed. She is, put aside the fact that whatever, she's a female, stack her up with anybody, she's one of the best authors of all time. So Jane Austen, if you haven't read Jane Austen, please do. I do have to say, it was dry at some points for me because of the type of books that I read. It wasn't exactly the best book for me, and that's okay. I still rated it like 3 or 4 stars, and it was fun. There was quite a few love triangles and stuff like that. But Sense and Sensibility, it was interesting. I enjoyed reading it. And I do have to, I think, now the more that I think about it, I'm almost talking myself into this, but I think I'm going to have to do a review and give kind of a little manlier man review of a romance. So next, I'm also halfway through Red Rising. So now I'm kind of getting to the point where I really enjoy this book. I'm flying through it. It's amazing. I'm on like page 191. But you do have to put aside the fact that there's tropes in here that have been done before, but he puts his own spin on this and also his own spin on kind of society. And, he really does a great job, Pierce Brown. But I do have to say, I am seeing what people say about there being some Hunger Games vibes, because I'm about chapter 25, and this isn't a spoiler for the story, but there is a certain section where they're in a school, and they're basically a bunch of kids, and they're fighting each other. So it's literally kind of like Hunger Games, and the main character is there. But you got to look past that slightly, I think. I mean, I'm not going to, it's not 5 stars. I'm thinking it's 4. But you do have to look at what he did with society and almost made the colors Like, basically, there's no, like, in today's world, in America and everywhere, there's black versus white, and there's different races, and people think that that matters. But in this, that doesn't matter. It's everybody wear, your colors. Like, basically, he takes the fact that people think that color matters, and they make society think and pass laws and rule based on colors. And I think that was actually an interesting take, as an, like, good job writing this, Pierce Brown, because, not that you're watching my video, but I like your take on society and your take on fantasy slash sci-fi. It's more sci-fi than fantasy, in a dystopian world. But yeah, so there's some knocks to it, but there's also some big positives, that he brought something fresh, and I think that's what's making me enjoy it so much. So I want to say thank you to Danny, Spenilli Speaks. If you haven't checked her channel out, I'll link her down below. Thank you so much for the buddy read. Thank you so much for my July wrap up and watching it. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. I appreciate you guys. I recently lost a couple subscribers, so I don't know. So that's why I'm kind of hoping for a little bit of feedback, if there's anything I can do to maybe help out. If not, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm really having fun with BookTube, and we're going to ride it out. You know what I mean? We're all in this together. So thank you.